Well, I really just feel like I let the other person do the, pursuing. I want you to tell me you want me. I need you to be direct with me. I'ma just like throw in the little hints that, I want you too, but I'm not gonna say, I want you, be my man. Like.
So do you like it if we approach you directly? Like if we tell you like from Jump Street, not once we're courting or dating, I mean from first date that I meet you, if I tell you how I feel and what I want, is that cool with you?
Like, I want to fuck you today. You cool with that?
Oh, is that your intentions only? Then
no, it's not
I would prefer you be direct with me so I know.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Like this.
I would love that because if I even thought that I wanted Rico, I would love if he came to me and say, yo, I'm really trying to fuck. I would have been like, okay, Rico's not for me. Moving on.
But why wouldn't he be for you though if he came like that? Because you don't want that.
You don't love it then because you don't like that
No,
approach.
No, I don't think that's what it is.
That's not what it is. Type of men though.
It's not what it is. I love the approach. I love that you're being direct, so I don't have to waste my time trying to figure out what you want. When you're direct with me, I know what you want. Off the jump. I'm not wasting my time. You're not wasting your time.
So what if I said, hey, Amanda, I want to fuck you today, but eventually I want to marry you in a year from now. Now you know my intentions is not just sex. Now you know my intentions is to build with you, but I do want to fuck right now.
Yeah, but how will you know you want to marry? That would be a damn lie.
I'm just saying.
That's a super cappy with all kinds of hats.
Okay, how about this? Let me reiterate it for Disco Dave. I'm gonna say, hey Amanda, I want to fuck you today, but I have 100% intentions on getting to know you and building possibly a relationship as long as we work for each other. But I do want to fuck now.
Well, I would tell you that really sounds nice, like that you want to get to know me, but I'm not gonna fuck you today. But I'm like, but if you start trying to get to know me right now, I'll probably fuck you in a week.
And I'm like, see, I like that. That's cool. That's called, so the direct approach can be negotiated.
It can be negotiated.
It can be negotiated. Okay. So like,
I think that's crazy right there though, to some degree, because if you was to say that directly back, then what would be the difference from 7 days from now? He could be gaming you for 7 days.
She's not gonna say that.
And not, I know that.
It just makes her feel better.
But what I'm saying, for 7 days, like let's say we did have this real conversation and you said, well, you listen, get to know me, court me, you say, because I like you, you my style. Court me, take me out a couple of times, and yeah, I will fuck you eventually for sure. And now I'm just gaming you and lying you, manipulating you until I get the pussy, and then I run.
Yeah.
But can I ask you a question?
And now you're just another notch on my belt.
Okay, but I said, first of all, just because that was his intentions,
right.
I'm still taking the week for him to get to know me, for me to get to know him. That doesn't mean it's gonna work out. That doesn't mean I'm really gonna like him just because he came to me with a direct approach.
She's buying time.
Exactly. And it could also mean that within that week, he changes his mind and he like falls in love with
Anything's
her.
possible.
And
this
like,
is what I'm saying. Anything is possible.
I think anything is possible.
And it's also just making yourself feel better. Like,
Right.
putting yourself, controlling the narrative.
Controlling your, yeah.
Why wouldn't you fuck the first day if you would do it 7 days later? Is it because you might think you're a hoe if you fuck him the first day as opposed to 7th day, the 14th day, the 21st day? You're not going to know him in a week. Because he might be lying. You won't know him in a month.
Ain't no might be. He's capping.
First of all, some people are in relationships where they have sisters and brothers the same age from a whole different family. They didn't even know about that. They just never knew. So people really never know what they involved in and what they're really dealing with.
Dave, but that's just life. We never know who we're talking to.
So then what's your concern? Would it be that how he's gonna look at me? I'm just using you because you're here now.
Me, I don't fuck on the first anything. I don't care if I knew you.
Said that one time. I'm just saying. She said it. She said it.
In band camp. One time in band camp, man.
If you were listening to a previous episode, you know
there was one time.
We're talking about right now.
But this is the no cap zone, so it happens.
So don't pause this episode and scroll back and find that one.
We
Listen
can
to
always
this
scroll.
one.
Roll the
Binge
tape.
watch right now, guys.
It's actually deleted.
Right.
You won't even find it.
Listen, if you want to know people capping, go to the original episodes and you can find out who's been capping. Just hit that notification. You could go back to a few
Amanda's
episodes and find out if Amanda or any one of us capping.
It wasn't the fuck that I said. I said it was the head. Is that the same?
So you get head on the first day?
I forgot.
Is there an exception for me?
Sex is different.
Yes.
My bad.
Right.
But can I ask y'all one serious
So you
question
can
though?
suck a random dick, but you won't fuck
It wasn't random.
Rico, let me ask you this real question, real quick though, real quick.
man.
A lot of these situations right now, real talk, we're talking about them in a sober mind state, right? But most of them happen when we're not sober.
That's when I'm the most
Right?
honest.
So when somebody, but all I'm saying is that when we're talking to these women,
Different mindsets.
yeah, we can talk regular sober, but if you got a couple drinks in your system,
might be more direct.
and you might be more direct, or you might be more willing, you might be more receptive.
Might be
He
more
might have a
open.
chance, something that he would say would not be funny sober, but it's fucking
be
real
funny
funny
drunk.
and it's drunk. You know what I'm saying? Start touching and feeling.
People even look different when
That's
you're
what I'm
drunk.
saying. People start touching.
You're like,
people
you're
look
like,
better.
wait, hold on.
Some people look better when you're drunk.
But my point being is that that's the key to the approach. It's the timing and knowing when you can and
Oh,
when
this
you
sounds like a
shouldn't do
game.
it.
This sounds
You know
like
what the
a
crazy thing is, and I'm thinking about this, and like, yo, Essa, I'm not gonna lie, you just brought me back to a day when my first ever day in football training camp, and the coach said, yo, y'all gonna go to college parties and watch how you speak to women because everything is a charge. So, like, honestly, I can now, thinking about that, like, especially if you drinking or not drinking, right now in 2021, the direct approach
Can be a charge.
has big consequences. Like if I just said something to you and you find it remotely offensive, I can get an excruciating amount of trouble.
Human
from that.
resources.
You know what I'm saying? So I and actually thinking about it, there's a lot of people who probably like, yo, I don't say anything that I truly want to say because I don't know how somebody's gonna take
That
it.
is happening for sure
Very
now.
true.
You know,
Absolutely,
happening for
that is
sure now.
happening.
I just
Absolutely.
thought about
But
that.
that's why Kelly said earlier, you have to realize who you're with because sometimes people can take it the wrong way when you're being so direct. Sometimes people take the direct approach the wrong way. So it really just depends on how direct you are being.
So that sounds good. Amanda, like, so let's say if I was direct like this, I was like, yo, Amanda, I'm single, you single, what's up?
Okay, nice to see you hitting me with the direct approach. What's up?
I'm a single rich man looking for a female wife.
All right, I'm interested. So where we
I'm a
living?
businessman. Short Hills,
Condo in Brooklyn.
Park Slope.
Nah, Williamsburg.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. How much time we spending together?
8 hours a day.
7 hours, 12 hours a weekend.
55 hours max, but we'll get to the details later.
Sounds like a job right now.
All right, cool. Children,
1,
3.
2.
I gotta have a boy.
All right, I'll see what I could do. Vacation?
December, Columbia.
June, Vineyard.
June, fine, but Columbia.
No, Vineyard.
Is that a deal breaker?
Yes, it is.
That's doing business.
You'll find somebody else.
That's direct approach.
That sounds like I'm brokering a deal right now. That don't sound like
It
an
is.
approach.
Kind of like bargaining a relationship.
That sounds like I am brokering a whole
But
deal
you are,
with you.
realistically.
That's why I said I
But
don't like
that's
the
not- but
direct
that's
approach.
not-
That
That's
is
a different level
feel
of
like
a
you need a
direct
lawyer
approach.
to
That is not the direct
You signed a
approach.
prenup
That
once you
is
meet her.
that is
That's-
a
but
job
like-
interview.
think
No,
about
but
it like
that
this.
realistically is the direct approach. They're being so
No.
direct right there.
Hell
Have
no.
you ever been asked that many questions on a first date?
No.
Where do you want a
That's
vacation? The
fucking
vineyard?
speed. That's fucking speed dating. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's exactly what that is. That's not real.
But look, but think about it like this. Here's the pros and cons.
I gotta have a boy.
I gotta have 2, wait, 3, no, 1.
No,
Vineyard,
2 and a half.
Columbia.
Oh, I
no,
need a boy.
Vineyard Jew.
What the fuck?
No.
2 and a half.
Trip-
Columbia. Fuck that.
Fuck out of
I am out of
Yo,
here.
but can I be real with y'all real quick?
Uh-huh.
This is, I feel like, part of the problem in relationships. We gotta also realize that majority of relationships are failing because the direct approach isn't being done. There is no direct, which means there's no direction for the future of your relationship. So now you know how many relationships end because they can't go out with their friends to different places? You know how many relationships end because they don't want to have kids after they've already been married, but the other spouse wants to have kids? This is what I've been trying to say. I'm an advocate of the direct approach. Listen, I'm speed dating every woman that I'm taking serious.
No,
That's why Rico doesn't have me.
I think it's different, and I don't want to sound like I know what I'm talking about in this certain sense, but
Good.
let me just say, I think it's different when you have kids. I don't have any children, so I don't know that to be a fact. But I think when you date, when you have kids, it's different than when you don't have kids, because you have, like, no matter what, you have to factor them in, right?
Facts.
Or you have to factor the simple fact that all right,
You're not going to be just messing around.
Oh, you're not going to just
men
no, you could just mess around, but you're not going to bring anybody around. It's a
True.
little bit
No,
different.
no, that's
but
what I'm saying.
Honestly, what we should be doing, and this is the problem that I feel like we are too free having sex and dating at a rampant rate, where that way we're taking nothing serious, and then bullshit happens in our lives where somebody gets pregnant that we don't really mess with, or we think we mess with, and then we end up being single, and whatever the case may be. If we actually sat down and took the time and said, yo, look, this is what I want. I'm looking at you because I believe that you could be what I want, and I hope I could be what you want, and therefore we can go forward in the right aspect, rather than just, hey, you know what? We're gonna fuck today. We'll figure out what you like and what I like 6 months from now.
But didn't you hear what I said on the first segment about the freaking capping? How are you gonna ever do that? See, that's why y'all gotta run this shit consecutively, okay? Because he's acting like he wasn't just on the last segment with me when I said it's all cap. So how are you gonna come to these type of agreements when it's all cap? We're saying all women is capping, the women is saying all men is capping. So who is really being straightforward with each other? No, I'm talking about the men.
The outside world.
I'm talking about the outside world, because that's who we're talking about. We're talking about the opinions that we as men have, right? Whether it's on camera or not, is we all feel like women be fucking lying all the time.